2003 Chevy Tahoe, and we're replacing the water pump. Let's get to it. First thing you need to do is remove your intake. Oh, this one's broken. Yay. Jeez, I hope that releases the pressure because that screw just came right out. So that might happen to you. It looks like you just got to push it through manually if it does that. I hope I can salvage this. Just be able to put that back in there. It's not supposed to come out like that. Okay, seems all right. There we go. Yep, okay, good to go. And the back one by the intake. By the intake throttle body, by the throttle body. Just kidding, you did not need to undo your mass airflow sensor. There we go. Alright, next thing we're going to want to do is we're going to get this hose out of the way. And here it looks like they've got a clamp on it. Little guy out of the way. This one goes to the throttle body. Go ahead and place you a catch can underneath to catch the coolant. We're going to go ahead and pull this hose from the top of the water pump. To remove the top half of the fan shroud, we have to get a pair of diagonal side cutters. And there's going to be 4 pull pins, 2 on each side. This is really hard to do while holding a camera. After removing those 4 pins, we're going to go ahead and remove 2 10mm bolts. One's right here, and the other one's right here. And with that, the top half of the fan shroud can be removed, giving you access to the fan and water pump. After that, go ahead and remove the drive belt. The tensioner is located right here. It is a 15mm. All right, little trick I learned. All right, let's go ahead and get this fan off. There's a lot of ways to get these fans off. My favorite way though is just grabbing an air chisel and using it to put some force on that nut in there. It can be a little tricky to get it started, but once you get it moving, it's pretty. I've never wanted to try anything else since then. So a little groove going, and there you go. All right. With that broken loose, now you can get some adjustable wrench on there, or whatever you got. Make sure you hold the fan so that it doesn't fall off and hit the radiator. And there you go. Man, that water pump is bad. All right, so we're looking over the new one. Comes with a pulley, as all of them should. And we want to go ahead and make sure that we know each bolt we need to take out. So if you look around top, that's it. These three. These two are holding this tensioner on and can be removed before or after. It's not really in the way of anything else. And then this is your thermostat housing, and you have your two hoses on this side going to your heater core. So let's go ahead and get this out of the way and start taking out the old water pump. The tensioner is a 15 millimeter. I got a 3-inch extension on mine, just so I can clear this tensioner a little bit better. Pull those bolts out. Oh, there's one more actually. One right underneath of the tensioner. All right, now let's go ahead and remove the thermostat. These are 10 millimeter bolts. All right, make sure you got that drain pan down there catching all your coolant. Go ahead and pull that thermostat out of the way. Somewhere. Let's go ahead and remove these hoses, starting with the back one. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Come on off. You can do it. All right, we got our little hose pick. These are very useful. Breaking the seal these things have made against the water pump for years. Let's see if that's enough to break it loose. Yep, it is. Thank you. Should be 6 bolts total, 3 on this side and 3 on the opposing side. It looks like we're gonna go ahead and get a small extension to put on here as well. Little 3-inch extension. Help us so we're not fighting the pulley the whole time. Go ahead and grab it. Definitely don't want it hitting the radiator. All right, and there's your water pump. Ta-da! Let's go ahead and get these old gaskets off. 1.
2.
Yeah, I can't get my finger on it. I need a flathead. There we go.
Now,
Spray some of this down, and don't worry about the stuff going inside. It's all going to drain out. I just want a nice clean surface for the new gasket to adhere to. I don't like these gaskets. Now, a quick tip if you're going to have difficulty keeping these on, like I know I'm about to. Get yourself a little tube of dielectric grease. And just give yourself a couple swipes of it, especially around where the bolt holes are. And that little bit of tang won't affect the gasket, but it will make that gasket stick to the metal. Go ahead and start your first bolt. just a couple of turns. Don't need to go crazy with it. All right, we got one bolt started on each side. Let's go ahead and thread the other 4 in. Looks like this one got a little bit out of line. Just gonna reach in here on the top. Move that down just a wee little bit, and there it is. Now we're just going to go ahead and put them all down. Starting at opposing ends and then finishing in the middle. And there you have it. Go ahead and reinstall everything else in reverse process from where we took it apart, and you'll be good to go. If this video helped you out, leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe.